Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Reganelite here for another episode of Speaking My Mind. How are you all doing, guys? I hope you're all doing well. It's pretty cloudy today. I don't know if there was rain last night. I can't honestly tell. I'm absolutely honest. So what did I want to talk about today? So I actually want to talk a little bit because I haven't really done, well, by the time you guys see this, it would have passed it, but I want to talk a bit about mental health and depression a little bit. So I want to talk about some of the mechanisms that I'm using to help me cope with mental health and depression, whatnot, because I think it's really, really important to have ways to combat that. So, as you guys know, I use quite a lot of social media. However, there is one thing that is very important is to not spend too much time on social media, because it can be really, really bad for your health if you spend too much time on it, especially if you're 24/7 and whatnot. You should always try and find ways to get out of it, mitigate yourselves, find distractions and whatnot, because it can consume you and you can get triggered very easily by a negative comment or something, especially when you get into debates and arguments with people online. You've got to learn to there's a psychological effect that it can have on people. But there's also the opposite effect, where it can also have a positive one too. Absolutely no question. I've said this about communities, about how I'm so proud and grateful for those who have been a part of the Discord community, Snowflake server, those who have been some of the communities that I'm a part of, and those who support me and follow me on Twitter, X. I know it's not the brightest of place, but believe it or not, there are some very, very good people, very nice people that I follow on those social media platforms, even on Instagram, and of course here on the YouTube community as well. And it's all well and good having these communities, because it allows people to be able to engage and talk with each other and whatnot. It's really nice. It's really good for you, I think that really does matter, to have those engagements, and so the social engagement, especially when you're somebody like myself, who especially when I'm not doing the job that I used to do, which was engaging with people on a face-to-face basis. I'm now engaging with people online, which is what I do with the live streams and premiere videos. Now I engage with people online as a bit more than I do in person, but obviously I do feel that context of obviously having that one-to-one, that thing can really matter. So this ties into mental health and depression, because one of the really important things, guys, is that if you spend all your time on that kind of stuff, it can really hurt you, and you get obsessed with it. You get obsessed with social media. You can get upset over the smallest, the most pointless things. There goes my phone. I did try to lean it on the piece of log here. Maybe I could do that. Yeah. I wanted to try this log piece looks pretty cool, so I wanted to try to do something different. Let's see if I can hold. Will it hold there? Will it hold there? Maybe. It'll probably fall down again. I'll have to keep my hand close. Yeah. So yeah, coping with mental health and depression really does have can have quite an impact on me. And one of the ways I do it is, to get me switch off, is just going for a walk. Now I say the word try, very important. Try to average 10,000 steps a day. I have an app on my phone that tells me how many steps I've normally done. If I've done 9,000, I don't normally go and finish it off, because it's like I've done more than enough. But sometimes, but once I've hit the mark, I head back anyway. So, I think it's good for my feet. Really does just kind of ease my mind. I do sometimes, when I do these walks, I'm trying to think of I either listen to music, or I listen to YouTube videos or whatnot, just something to help pass mind, or I don't listen to anything at all and just listen to what you're hearing now, lots of birds and whatnot, because we're actually quite deep. We're very deep in the park right now where I am, so there's barely, almost, well, no where I'm situated right now, there's literally no, this is like off the beaten path, really off the beaten path, so that nobody really passes through here where I am. So I might even use this place just to talk to you guys in the future. But I try not to spend too much on social media, but at the same time I have to spend time on social media as well. So it's trying to striking a balance. I miss playing video games a lot, believe it or not. I don't do it as much as I barely play video games now because of the time I put into the work that I do. And then when I have done the work that I do for content and whatnot, I'm then watching other YouTubers, and then I'm watching other YouTubers because obviously they have some insights about things that maybe I don't know about. And as you guys know, the channel's about Learn Together, because obviously I'm not as I've only been doing this for I've only been doing the YouTube for about over a year, and I've only been in the political world since before, just right in the run up to Brexit, the 2016 referendum. So I'd say I've had about maybe, and I've not been neck deep into political stuff until Brexit, and then since then pretty much. So and this stuff, talking about it, can really have a mental toll on you. So what are the ways that I'd use to cope? So one of the ways is I do yoga sometimes, train passing. Okay, thank you. Which can really calm the mind, really just put me at peace whenever things get bad. Sometimes I'll go to my hobby, which is wrestling. It allows me to get away from, allows me to switch off from everything else and all the problems that are surrounding it. Like I said, the walks that I do just helps with it as well. Just always trying to switch your mind into other things, and not just kind of like sitting and moping around, sort of thinking about your problems. Because I've done that various times, and occasionally I still sometimes do that, and then and actually, believe it or not, this phone can distract me from me doing my work as well on the channel. And when I'm trying to work, what I sometimes do is I basically literally close the case on the phone, and so I can't even see it flash up for anything as well, because it can be the phone can be very distracting when I'm trying to do the work on it. You have to have alternatives. You have to have ways out when you're coping with mental health and depression. Always try to keep your mind busy. Try to distract yourself with something. That's the best recommendations I do whenever you come through them. I still battle it, not as much as I did last year when I had that real drop. This year I haven't really had a point this year where I've really hit it, and I'm hoping that I never do hit it this year. There are some things that have happened at the time of this recording that have kind of really put things not in the best of places right now. Personal things. I don't know if you can hear me. Oh, yeah, that was a short train. Amends that I need to make as well. That makes me feel really sad. You just keep doing what you're doing. Don't let others stop you from pursuing your own dreams and whatnot. Life is not meant to be easy. Life's supposed to be difficult. And when I started this journey, I really hope that I make it I really hope that I can make this a real success. And I intend that if I do, it's not just going to be about me. If you guys seen I don't know how many of you pay attention, but whenever I do the live stream of Snowflake Viewpoint, below it's a bunch of YouTube channels that I highlight, because a bunch of YouTube channels that I always highlight, because when you look at because I really would struggling with my words really, to be fair, but I want to be my own boss, as opposed to being pushed around by others. And I suppose that's this kind of made me realise, you know, where this channel has come from and what it's doing now. You realise that if I just keep doing what I'm doing, you know, it's going in the right direction, and hopefully things will continue to. I can earn enough money to make a full-time living off this, because I'm not making enough money, believe it or not, at the time of this recording, although it looks like it. But I can't tell you how much it makes a big difference right now. Some of the donations and the memberships make. It keeps me really positive. It really, really does, because it tells people that they believe in me and they believe in the work I do. That really helps counteract my depression and mental health more than anything. Knowing that people out there generally are fans of mine and believe in the work that I do. Because I want to keep doing what I'm doing, but I always have this fear in the back of my mind that something could happen to my YouTube channel. That's why I'm so skeptical and so nervous about turning on monetization for live streams, because I just don't want to get hit for copyright of any sort. I want to keep YouTube happy. I don't want to do anything at all that would upset the advertisers in any way, shape or form. You know, but I also, as I continue to build this channel, I want to make sure I'm trying really hard, guys, to try and build across other social medias. And I know some of you guys go out of your ways to follow them, and I appreciate it, but I really do want to make a success outside YouTube as well, not just there, because you never know what the future can hold. But it was more about myself and the channel, as well as about mental health and depression. But yeah, what do you guys think? What do you guys make of the rambling I was doing today, and all the raccoon birds and trains passing as well? What are you guys' thoughts on all of this? Let me know down in the comments below what you guys think. Like, share and subscribe, all that good stuff, and I hope to catch you all very, very soon.